Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and today we are going to sex a bunch of animals. And that kind of sounds dirty, but it's not. We are going, when we say sex, for those that don't know, what we're going to do is check the gender of several different animals. I know most people on here are reptile people, know exactly what I'm talking about, but that way if you got, no, don't crawl out. We're going to start with this Gila monster, and the cool thing is today that everything we're going to try to identify the sex on is going to either be able to severely injure me or kill me. So watch, maybe I die today. Maybe this is it. I might dip out of the world. I might cease to exist. I'm going to say this. Should something go horribly bad, I give you permission to post a video of my death anyway. So, you all don't know. You're watching this and you don't know if I'm still alive or not. Well, maybe you do. One thing you can do with these guys is, well, first of all, let's talk about what we got here. I guess we should start there. This is a Gila monster. So we're not sure the sex on this. We've got a pair at home, and we want to know the sex of the one that's here. Why? Because if it's female, then I'd kind of maybe like to put it into a breeding program. If it's a male, then I don't need that. So how can you tell? Well, sometimes you can tell just by sheer head size alone, how big and wide the head is. I know. This is kind of in between. I don't think it's super wide, so I think there's a chance we have a female there. Some other people seem to think it's really wide and it's a male. So we're kind of a split decision here, but we're going to hope it's a girl. So the way we're really going to tell is JoJo here is going to use a battery dead laptop to scan.
Well, it's not dead yet, but
it's a sonogram, right? Sonogram. So we're going to look inside, just like the doctor would look at your baby if you were going to have one. Whoa. Hey, come on. Back in here. That's what we're going to do. Now, what is my risk here? I said they can actually hurt me. So this is one of the very few truly venomous lizards. There's no debate on whether these are venomous. There's no question, it's just bacteria. These are a venomous lizard with a delivery system. Okay, so they have actual venom protein chains, and they have a way to deliver that venom. So they are truly a venomous animal. However, that being said, it's not a very good delivery system. So they have venom glands in the bottom of their jaw. The toxin is actually really strong and very nasty. However, the way they deliver that is they bite, the teeth are grooved, they flex muscles, and it kind of mixes with saliva and pushes that up and just kind of leaks into the wound a little bit. So it's not near as good as a rattlesnake delivery system or like, you know, a fixed fang animal like a cobra would be. So how are we going to handle these? Well, these, they've never killed anybody, but the pain is extremely severe. So the way we're going to handle them is we're simply just going to pick it up. And the way you do that is you do have to restrain it to do what we're going to do. So we're going to grab it right back in here, right behind the head, right back there where the neck is, okay? So right in there where I'm going to grab it. You don't have to squeeze it. It doesn't take a lot of pressure. You're not going to hurt this animal. We have to hold it pretty good so they can put the goop on it and they can check the sex. So let's start grabbing. Hi, you. Just like that. See, you don't have to move really fast. And now I got it. We do want to support its body if we can. I'll make it feel a little more comfortable. And then we're going to, you want it flipped over?
Yeah. No.
No?
You do it through the back.
Through the back.
Through the back, she says.
So we'll just actually then set it down, try to keep it somewhat straight by holding this tail.
And whereabouts did we do the last time? Right about here? So, yeah, right about in there. And just look back. Something that looks like ovaries.
So we're looking for ovaries. Now they use a gel on here to help just, I don't know, make it more comfortable, see through, let the thing slide a little better, that sort of deal.
It's a conductor to...
And a conductor.
I'll trade you.
Don't bite the cable.
Ben, just give me some room here. Let me know when if we need to hit freeze or anything. No.
And again, I'm not holding this tight, just enough that the head can't turn around and bite. It's actually very loose, and you can see my thumb and fingers moving. Doesn't take a ton of pressure. You don't want to hurt the animal to do this. What is that?
I'm thinking that is a testicle.
Oh no, don't have those.
Oh, sorry, buddy. It's the wrong shape. It's more kidney shaped than. There's no follicles on it. And then it's poop. Yeah, they're a little further back.
So I assume now with
higher.
lizards, you can't really pop them like you can snakes.
There's probably a way to do it, but not that I'm adept at.
Or probing.
You could probably probe them too, but again, this is probably the safest way. And that's poop.
Let me try the other side.
Try the other side.
I did.
So now he's getting a little bit tired of this game, so he's going to fight me a little bit more.
Dude.
You don't want to sonogram my thumb?
No.
It might look like a testicle.
Or something else.
A little lizard peen. So what exactly are you seeing on there? What are we looking at here, you think? Is this some tissue or?
Yeah. The whiter it is, the denser it is like tissue. And then the black stuff is either a fluid or a gas. In this case, probably.
I know, you would really like to bite me right now.
Still thinking it doesn't look like the ovary we saw last time. Still haven't reviewed the previous.
Oh, I know, big breath.
I know the males are harder to tell.
So sometimes do you ever identify one of these not by what you see, but by what you don't see?
Yeah, and I'm not seeing ovaries. It's just poop. You gotta go to the bathroom, buddy.
No poop on you.
Yeah, don't poop on me.
Yeah. Because that's his intestine, that line up there. That's fluid filled. Yeah. I'm not seeing any ovaries, so sorry, buddy.
Man. Put you back in your tub. So this one then is probably the male, which is unfortunate because that means we really can't use it for our program because 2 males doesn't get the job done any better than 1. And on top of that, you may get a little competition. So I know. Right now we have a male-female. If I could run 1 to 2, I would, but I probably don't want to have 2 males to 1 female. That's a no bueno. Oh, I know. You're pissed off at the world now. We just violated you. I'm so sorry. But that's enough of that one. Let's put that back, and it's time to get the next one. All right, YouTube. Next one we're going to do is a Western Diamondback rattlesnake. This is an albino. So here's the deal. We are actually going to be moving all of our rattlesnake collection out of this shop and into our private facility. So that's why we're here sexing them today, to make sure we take the ones that we want to take out of here. So this will be the first one we do. Now I'm going to look at something back here. You better let that go for a sec. And I'm going to look at this tail. I'm going to make a guess. What sex does... Let's make a guess. Caleb, what sex do you think this is?
Male.
Caleb's going male. Kurt?
Female.
Female. Emma?
Female.
Female.
I have
JoJo?
no idea. I didn't know that there. Is this we're going by the myth of what their tail looks like, or what?
Is it a myth? That was the question.
Male.
Anna.
A female.
I'm going to go female. So what are we looking at? The old timers, some of the old ranchers and things, they're going to tell you that the number of white rings, which really is going to equate to tail length, right, on these curdles from back here, will give you an idea of the sex. I'm only seeing about 3 white rings. That would usually be a female, is what they would say. Now, is it true or not? I don't know. We're going to find out because we're going to probe this thing, which Anna's going to do because she's much better at probing than me. I am a popper, not a prober. I give you its butt.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're such a generous man.
This is also, while she's getting in there, the safest way to handle rattlesnakes is in a tube. Okay? They can't bite you through this end now. Very, very safe.
Unless you stick your fingers in there.
Don't stick your fingers in there.
Yeah. Okay. So I use a metal probe. You can put a little bit of lube on it. You use a water-based lube like KY
Hear
jelly.
that, gentlemen? A little bit of lube on it.
Yep. And there we
Everybody's-
go.
Not Vaseline.
Everybody's happier when you put a little bit of lube on
That's
it.
right. Just go just go inside the vent here. Go up, and then you'll turn down. And just be gentle about it. You're kind of looking for a hole going down. Shut up.
I
Don't
know.
even.
I know. I'm hearing a little bit of lube and I'm looking for a hole. I'm just gonna let that be.
Your little cloaca looks funny, baby. If you can't find it on one side, I mean, you don't want to push too hard. You know, you don't want to hurt them. I'm only going in a scale on that side.
Maybe a
So
little
she's
dirt.
got a little, oh, that's dirt or something going on. But I
Here, let's clean that right out there.
don't know if those are her spurs or
No.
do they have them like,
Booty fangs.
yeah.
Fang
Just a little bit of dried up gunk, probably a little piece of skin. There we
Okay.
go.
So try on this side. And there we go. And then, it's basically what you're looking for. If it is a male, it's like the hole the hemipene goes down. Hi, babe.
So the hemipene is kind of, think about them like a sock. Which again, it's going worse. But
Yeah.
they can be inside or outside, so they kind of roll the wrong direction, and then they come out the right direction, so that you're almost going inside that hollow tube. So this probe would go deeper on a male, correct?
Yes, oh, a lot deeper.
On a female, it doesn't go that deep.
And what I'm finding is very little to no pocket at all. So, because yeah, if she was a male, it would definitely go nice and deep. So we are a girl.
Female, which is what we're after. So this is a little female rattlesnake. Now I'm going to show you how you get these out of the tube really quick. Kelly, you want to bring me that bucket? So the best way is when you pick your tube length, what I like to do is pick a tube that's fairly tight on the body, not a lot of wiggle room, but not one that's so tight they can't crawl through.
touch.
Yeah, you can touch. This is. Now do pay attention because this snake can get its head out of that tube right now. It's slowly inching its way through there.
That's why I said you need a cap on it, so
Yeah.
you can't do that.
Then body a little bit. So what you do is you simply are going to put this in there, and you're going to let that snake crawl through the tube. It's going to hit a certain point where it's just going to go through there like a hot knife through butter. Maybe. Come on. Nope, don't slap me in the face. That's not nice. And you can see how fairly compact it is, but it's not caught in there. It will work its whole body out when it wants to. Come on, buddy. Sometimes it's a little bit of, like,
Shake
we'll take
your
one.
snake.
Come on. You don't want to come out of there. You're going to make a liar out of me. There, you can see it slowly working its way out. Slowly working its way out. Slowly working its way out. Come on, gravity, be my friend. Come on. I know you don't like that. Obviously, you have to be very careful with this part because now that head's hanging out, right? So this is something to be very careful with. And this snake is going to set the pace of this job. But at a certain point, it should just kind of slip on out. Arm's getting tired holding that thing up. See it inching? See it inching? Moving through the tube. You're going to clean my tube out, get all that sand out of there, a few little bits of dead skin. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're looking at me now. I can't play that game. I thought this would go much quicker. I apologize. Still going. This is actually what you really do want to see because that means you've made a really good tube selection where you get to keep good control of that snake. Come on. Come on.
She don't want.
There you go. There it goes quick. We'll go ahead and put that bucket lid on there. And that is 1, rattlesnake in the bucket. That one's a female. We know that. We can set that to the side. Let's go get the next one. Hey YouTube, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles, and we are going to, I guess I already said that, this is a cut, so you're just going to hear me say like 5 times because I'm a creature of habit. First of all, before we sex this Western Diamondback, let me tell you about a mistake I made. And I did make a mistake, so I'm going to show you. See how tight the body is here? The other one was able to slip through. If I let this one go forward, it will get stuck in the tube. I chose poorly on my tube selection. So that means I'm going to have to back this out of the tube by not letting it go in there too far. It will happily back itself out for me, but that's also dangerous because it wants to do that very, very badly. So I have to pay very close attention to keep my partner safe and keep a good grip on this without hurting this animal. So, and I'm going to take out the tube separately. Again, when we talk about handling this, tube selection is very important. It is. You ain't going to get it right every time. Sometimes you have to improvise. This is the second largest tube I have. This thing's just a little girthier than I anticipated. So there's that. Next thing I want to show you is look at the rattle on this. Now this is not a perfect rattle. You can see it doesn't go to a nub. It has been broken. It's got some damage there from banging there. So I likely think it will break again. But this is a very, very nice long rattle, capable of making lots of noise. Since it's calm, why don't we take a count? This is probably the longest rattle we got in our collection. So you got, you know, the main one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there's 22 full buttons on this rattle.
So that means it's 22 years old?
That means it's 22 years old. No, that's bullshit! It means it's shed at least 22 times. It's actually shed more than that because this is busted. So this is a fairly old rattlesnake. This is full grown, and this is more of a lavender style albino. You can see in the color. So we're going to sex this. We're going to hope it's female. But let's take our guesses. Caleb, what do you think?
It's long, so I'm going to say male.
Emma?
Male. Male.
I think male. Kurt?
Male.
Male.
So we're going to see. Hopefully it's girl. Hopefully this will surprise this girl.
This will turn out to be female.
Let's sex it. Let's find out. Let's stick a probe in her and see what happens. Hold on. I won't flip her. I got to keep good hold on him. Oh, you're so strong. You're so strong. I know. Stop that. Don't fight. Don't back up. You don't get to back up.
Come on.
Be a girl. Be a girl.
Come on.
Oh.
Oh, hell no, we're a boy.
We're up. This is like... Oh, what?
So
You know what? Turtle, you got to go. You can't be
So
there.
anything over like 2 or 3 scales is a boy, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 scales deep. We're a boy.
We're a boy. So now what we're going to do, since I won't be able to show this on, well, unless you want to walk back in there. You want to walk back in there with me? We're going to put this snake in the cage it goes in, like this. Let go and yank. Not yank hard. I don't want to. You yank hard and it's kind of stuck in there, you'll pull this thing right out and launch it at yourself. So don't do that. It's going to probably want to back up, and I'm going to pull this off of it, put it in the cage instead of letting it crawl through. So that's how we're going to do that on this one. Not too bad. We're going to go put it up, and we'll bring the next one. So this is the last albino, and if the sound sounds a little different, our mic battery died. And when your mic battery died and there's a rattlesnake in your hand, I'm sorry, you just don't replace your mic battery. That's just kind of how that goes. So another albino, again, we're going to make a guess. This one's kind of close. I'm going to go female on this one. Anybody else want to take a guess?
That one's an iffy for me.
I think it's a male.
Kurt says male. Caleb?
I'm hoping male, but...
You're hoping male? What the hell is wrong with you, man?
I know.
You're hoping male.
The other one's prettier.
So here's the deal. So one of these is actually going to belong to Caleb as part of the work he does for us. But he knows that this is a girl, then this is... Girl's got to come home because they make babies. He'd rather keep the other one. It's prettier. Both of them are assholes. So he's hoping it's a male. Should screw me up. Emma.
Female.
Emma's going with the girl. Anna?
Female.
Anna's going with the girl. Jojo?
I think it's a they.
A they?
It's binary.
We can't know. No, we're not even going to start that in the snake world.
Is it
Patreon, when we get there, I'm going to share a story about that with you guys. Yes, I am. It'll be great. If you're not on Patreon and you want to hear a fun story about that, go to Patreon. It's something that Kurt did on a weekend once. It's insane. Not really, but we're going to go with that anyway.
Is
So,
that snake going to poop?
if it does, it's going to poop on animal. We should put the probe in its butthole. So here we go, same kind of thing. Going to roll it over a little bit for. I did do a much better job with tube selection. You can see, look at that. This thing is good to go on that.
Just better get
Close
tail.
to the end, though.
That's
Come
okay.
here.
Hey, see, it ain't going to go all the way out. If it does, it's not like it can strike. You just don't touch the bite end.
I want to pet it.
No,
I'm having
no
like
patting it.
Jinky look on that side.
Oh, Caleb. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are the old timers maybe right? Can I guess the sex of a rattlesnake by the number of rings on its tail? So far, I'm 2 for 2. Can I go 3 for 3? Oh, damn. It's looking like it.
I'm just... 2 scales in.
Makes it a
Female.
girl. So Matt is 3 for 3. This is a female, so this will be our other keeper. I'm sorry, it is very beautiful.
It is very pretty.
It is very pretty.
Definitely another one.
So what we're going to do is the other snake we're taking home is a male. It's a red male. He's usually crazy. We're going to try to put these in the bucket together just for transport.
Are they safe to do that?
Yeah.
There's a bucket.
There we go. Know what this one's doing in there. How you get a friend. Ready for a friend?
He said, yeah, bring me that big girly.
Well, they're both girlies.
Oh, I thought that one was a boy.
No, we put the boy
stays
back.
here.
Why are you both going so slow? I really want this to go way faster. Because I want to close this lid before one of you decides to jump up out of the bucket.
Someone who's a pain in the ass getting in there, he's sure.
Taking the sweet time getting out. We're about to pass that midpoint where it's just going to go shlunk. Now, for those worried about putting 2 together, these guys do hang out together in the wild quite a bit. They den and burrow together, so a little bit of time together shouldn't be a problem. Two female albinos in the bucket. Kurt, that is all we're going to do for sexing venomous animals today. Anything you want to add to this video?
No.
All right, guys, make sure and do a couple things for me. Like, subscribe, join Patreon to hear the story about what JoJo said. And also, check out the Fahlo. Get yourself a bracelet. They're really fun. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.